Okay, so in this next video we are going to be referring back to our Learn to Crochet booklet which you've been provided with, and we're going to start working through how to create a half treble crochet. This is a tricky little stitch, this one, which involves a little bit of thinking and being able to create a yarn over before you even enter the stitch. It is one that most people struggle with, but once you master it, it can give you lots of different effects, so it's definitely worth persevering with. So for this one, what I am going to do, again just like before, I have created a foundation chain of 20 stitches. Now, because a half treble crochet is a slightly taller stitch than a double crochet one, this one now requires you to have a turning chain of 2. This can be seen on your quick reference guide. You'll see that you've got half treble crochet and 2 turning chains, so that's just purely to be able to give us enough room to be able to go around the height of that stitch. So I've got 20 stitches already. I'm going to do 2 more chains to create 22. Okay, so I'm going to ignore the stitch that is the loop, sorry, that is on my hook. I'm going to ignore the 2 turning chains. I'm going to yarn over before I even start putting into a stitch. So I'm going to be moving along to this 3rd stitch here. So turning chain 1, turning chain 2, and then I'm going to go into this 1st stitch. So I've yarned over into the stitch. You'll have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and go into your next stitch, so ignore this big hole here, that's the hole that's been created because you've already got a stitch in it. So you're going to move along to this next V stitch, yarn over, in, yarn over and pull through. You've got 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on your hook. You're going to move to your next stitch, you're going to yarn over into your next stitch, yarn over again, and you've got 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook, yarn over into your next stitch, yarn over and pull through, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on your hook. So what you need to be thinking of is this is a half treble crochet, treble meaning triple, so that's 3. So always remember that you're going to do 3 yarn overs for that treble. So yarn over before you go into the stitch, into the stitch, yarn over again and pull through, and then you've got 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over again, that's your 3rd yarn over, pulling through all those 3 loops on your hook, and you'll see you are starting to create your half treble crochet stitches. If you work your way all the way to the end into stitch number 20 and then meet me back. You've now got to the end of your row, and if you count backwards you should have 20 stitches. You will notice one of them is just tucking around the edge. So just like before on the double crochet, we need to ensure that we add some turning chains. Because this is a half treble crochet, this is slightly taller than the double crochet, so instead of 1 turning chain we're going to create 2 turning chains. So to do that you're just going to yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through, and just like I discussed previously in the double crochet video, it's entirely up to you where you put those turning chains. You can put those turning chains at the end of your row, but please be consistent and ensure that you always pop your turning chains at the end of the row, or you can put them at the beginning of your next row, but again be consistent with it so that they all start at the beginning of the row. If you start mixing and matching where you pop your turning chains, whether it's the end or the beginning, you're going to start finding that you get some wibbly wobbly edges. While if you are consistent about where you do it, it always ensure that you have one nice straight edge. I like to do it in the end stitch, that way I know that I've definitely done it before I turn my work. So I've created my 2 chains and I'm going to flip my work like the pages in a book. I'm going to ignore the chain that's on the hook. I'm going to ignore the 2 turning chains, and then I'm going to work into the next stitch. So I'm ignoring this, ignoring 1, ignoring 2 turning chains. I'm going to go into the next stitch, making sure I catch both the front and the back loop. So I'm going to yarn over into the stitch, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. That's stitch number 1. You're going to yarn over into your stitch, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. That's stitch number 2. Yarn over into your 3rd stitch, ensuring you catch both the front and the back loop, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on your hook. So as you remembered earlier on, half treble crochet as in triple crochet as in 3 yarn overs. So yarn over 1, into your stitch, yarn over 2, pull through, yarn over number 3, into yarn over, into your stitch, yarn over, pull through, 1, 2, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops in your hook, and you're going to continue to work all the way along up to stitch number 19, and I'll show you how to address stitch number 20. I'm now at stitch number 19. I've taken my hook out and counted back to ensure that I've definitely got the right number of stitches. At stitch number 19, so I'm going to pop my crochet hook back in, and what you will see is stitch number 20 is actually quite difficult to see. It's quite a small stitch because it was actually the turning chain from the previous row. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop my crochet hook into it. I'm going to fold my work over firstly to be able to find that stitch, and you will see just there that V-stitch. So I'm going to pop my crochet hook into that V-stitch, catching the front loop and then working into it to then catch my back loop, using my nails to be able to do that, or alternatively use the hook on your crochet hook to be able to do that. I've got a front loop and a back loop, so that is where I'm going to start working my stitch. If I give that a little bit of a tug just to make it a little bit bigger, I'm going to remove my hook now. I'm going to yarn over into those stitches, which are now much easier to get into because I've given them that little bit of a tug. Yarn over, pull through, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on your hook. You're going to chain 2 for your next row, flip your work, you're going to ignore the loop on the hook, ignore your 2 turning chains, yarn over into the stitch, ensuring you catch both the front and back loop, yarn over, pull through, 1, 2, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on your hook, and you're going to continue to work that all the way through your work until you get to the end. So that is your half treble crochet. Let me know if you've enjoyed that stitch. Let me know if you've struggled with that stitch. I'd love to see pictures of your work to see how you're getting on with it. Don't forget, if you want to mix this up a little bit, you can continue to do half treble crochets, but instead of doing it through both the front loop and the back loop, you could always try mixing it up by just doing the back loop only, and see what texture that gives you. Don't forget to tag me in your pictures until the next video, where we will be looking at the treble crochet. Thanks for joining me.